Oh, hello, folks, and welcome to another Stogie 411 show with my partner in crime over there, Mike Williams, and he'll introduce you to our special guest this week.
All right, folks. Well, thanks for joining us, and we have two very smart software developing people over over at Nadi Cigars. That's an inside joke. If you're watching a pre-show, you got it. But if you weren't, then you're shit out of luck. But anyways, we have Jeff and Nadi from Nadi Cigars. Hi, guys.
Hey.
Hey, guys.
Thanks for taking some time out of the beautiful background in Florida to join us two schmucks and a fun-filled hour of bullcrap.
Well, we knew we had to put up a nice background for you guys. I mean, otherwise you wouldn't even believe it's Florida, really. It would look like the back, of what you guys have, a room.
Yeah, we're stuck in the dungeon. You guys are out enjoying the sun. That's great.
Yeah.
Well, listen, why don't we start off, like we always do on Stogie 411. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself, and then we'll get into your brand, and we'll go from there. Look, like a married couple. No, you go ahead and talk.
Yeah. I guess we're very curious cigar smokers, and we've been just enjoying the cigar world for a few years, and came upon this opportunity to start a cigar brand, and we were eventually hoping to do a cigar shop someday, and that's still in the pipeline, hopefully. But right now, we've been given this unbelievable opportunity, and with a great cigar, and we're very much enjoying the experience so far.
Just having fun with it.
That's good, and that's what it's about, is having fun. Same thing we do here. We try to have fun, and, we get to meet some interesting and good people along the way, such as yourself.
Yeah, if you can't have fun, it's not worth doing, I figure, Nope.
That's the whole reason we're in this business. Years and years of smoking cigars, you meet so many great people, and then you start meeting, the brand owners and the reps, and they're good people, and eventually, you stumble into a cigar.
Right. Yep.
What happens?
Well, I will say, prior to you coming on the show, I mean, I've heard nothing but good things.
Yeah.
So I will tell you that.
We're happy with the feedback we've received on it. The blend is something that we both enjoyed, and it's just nice to give it to people and sell it to people, and obviously, and have them enjoy it too.
Cool.
Good. Yeah.
Well, why don't we talk a little bit about your cigar? Go ahead and tell everybody a little bit about it. What Vitolas you offer, a little bit about the blend, what you can. We know there's some things we can't, which is cool, but what you can tell us.
It's one blend right now. The Ecuadorian Habano, we call it the classic Habano. We have, and one of the announcements we're making tonight is that we now have 9 Vitolas. We have, in addition to our current line, we're also introducing a Corona and a Lancero, because everyone has been bugging us for smaller sizes.
Nice.
So nine Vitolas in the classic Habano,
Where's the
and
other ones?
it's Dominican fillers and binders with obviously the Ecuadorian Habano wrapper, and Mike's got the printout apparently from our website there.
Research.
Yes, research.
Early on, we came up with a cool idea because we wanted to give the cigars names, not just call them by their size. So we came up with a cool idea of naming them after famous historical rulers, and it's been a fun experience doing that. Doing some research on all the rulers we've named them after.
Yeah, it's cool.
So, figured with the name classic, you got to go with classic rulers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
I do like the Cleopatra, though.
The Cleopatra is going to be one of our online-only offerings, and a couple of the other ones. We're going to put 5 of them into stores very shortly. That'll be the Toro, the Torpedo, the Robusto, and then the 2 new ones, the Corona and the Lancero. The other 4 sizes are gonna stay online only.
Now, will that be
Where-
limited at first, or are you going to go nationwide right off the bat with those?
No, it'll definitely be limited at first. I think you'll like one of the stores that's going to carry them right off the bat. Everyone probably knows by now, Gary from Delaware Cigars. He will definitely have a stock of them, so most people can get to them pretty easily. And then we're going to get some of our local B&M's friends, in this area who have said that they'll carry them right off the bat as well. And then from there, we'll branch out from there.
Now, this Gary guy, I don't think I know him. We'll have to search that and try to look something up on that guy. But
He tends to walk the streets at night, from what I hear.
We might find some information.
Yeah,
We're
I
not
don't
sure
know.
yet.
Now, do you want to do something with a nationwide release? Do you want to do like the catalogs, the big, like here in Pennsylvania, we have, the huge warehouses, for the online cigar. Or do you want to stick with brick and mortar, or do you want to go the full shebang and do everything?
I mean, if that happens, that would be great. It's not something that we're aiming for right off the bat because, well, obviously we're both full-time developers, and this is something that we're doing on the side as fun. And, if it grows out of control to the point where we have to be full-time on it, then we will. But at the moment, we're going to keep it small, and hopefully people can enjoy what we have.
Yeah, our main aim with this was to put it into brick and mortars. We're big supporters of brick and mortars. That's how I got into cigars. One of our first days, we walked into a cigar bar, and I fell in love with the atmosphere and the people in there, and that's what prompted me to want to try a cigar. And we travel a lot throughout Florida, and we go other places as well. And everywhere we go, we look for local cigar bars and meet new people, talk to store owners, and so we definitely wanted to go brick and mortar for that reason, give them an opportunity to have our cigars in the stores.
Nice. Now, are you going to go out when you release them to brick and mortar, or are you going to actually do some of the stops? You don't have any reps, correct? That you are doing it all yourself.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll definitely visit stores that you're carrying, and as we branch out, I'm sure we'll do that. I mean, we love to travel, and we love to see new places, so it's a good excuse for us to do all that tax deductible.
Nice.
Where would you put your cigars at flavor profile wise and strength wise?
I would put it probably medium strength, or mild to medium strength, and a medium body flavor profile. But we've heard from different reviewers who said it's more medium to full or full body. So I mean, it's up to the individual palate, but
that's true.
Probably medium body is where I'd put it at.
Kind of depends on the Vitola too. If you're smoking one of the smaller ones, then you're going to get a little more power to it.
Yep.
Yeah, the Robusto definitely is different than, for example, the 6x60 or the Perfecto.
Oh.
But they all have lots of nice sweet woody flavors. They've all, it's similar enough that you can tell it's the same stick. It's just got some toasty flavors in the Robusto. It's got a little more strength there.
Now, are you doing anything different with your Lancero that you're bringing out compared to the other? Because of being a smaller ring gauge with the filler and everything, do you have to reblend it basically for that size?
Well, yeah, you do have to make some small adjustments to that. Otherwise, it's just not going to taste right. But yeah, we're very happy with the Lancero. I think you'll find that it burns perfectly. Sometimes with Lanceros, you have an issue where things get a little wonky, it gets hot. We have smoked the Lancero in the car with the windows down and not having any problems. It's just
nice.
A very well constructed stick. So.
Cool.
Good. Matt's got a question he likes asking everybody. He wants to know how many test blends did you go through before you came up with the final product?
Yeah, it was
a few.
Yeah. Yeah, we lost count after a while.
Did we touch a nerve?
It took a while, yeah. I mean, it's a gradual thing. You just got to play with it until it's right.
And there's two people to agree on it here.
Right. It's not just one person making that decision.
Now, how do you do you have a similar profile for a cigar that you enjoy, or do you go like separate ways with cigars a lot of times?
No, we definitely enjoy different things. I tend to like things that are more peppery. She's not a big pepper fan. I mean, there are things we both enjoy. We both like a creamy cigar, something that goes with a coffee. I think this cigar probably fits that bill.
No.
That's something that we both agreed on, and that's why the cigar is like that, I think.
Cool.
And if you go to our humidors, about half of the stuff in each of our humidors matches up, and then the other half is pretty different.
We do tend to smoke a lot of stuff. we smoke a lot of cigars, and we smoke all brands, and we disagree about half the time about what we like. You know.
That's marriage.
Well, that's it. That is marriage. I was going to say that's the same damn thing.
Works for us.
Hey, it works, then that's what matters. Let me ask you this, both of you. What's the first cigar you ever smoked?
Oh God, can I plead the fifth on this one?
No, come on now. Don't be embarrassed. We all got the embarrassing first cigar we ever smoked story.
It was one of those little Tatiana chocolate flavored cigarettes.
Okay. Long as Jeff doesn't say that's the first one he smoked, we're okay.
This stays between the four of us, right?
Well, the four of us and the 10 other people.
Yeah.
Other stuff, but that was the first one. I've been smoking for about 20 years now, and I started with pipes because my grandfather always smoked the pipe, and I love pipes. And I still smoke a pipe here and there in the winter when it's nice and cold outside. Even in Florida, it does get cold.
Cold.
But the first real cigar I ever had was an Ashton Classic.
Nice.
Cool.
I smoked those off and on for years before I started branching out into other stuff. I still think it's smoke.
Now, along those lines, today, what would be, other than your cigar, what would be the cigar that you enjoy the most right now? I know the cigar industry changes so quick, and but right now, which one do you enjoy the most smoking? Or do you smoke the most of?
The one that I can't keep my hands off of in the humidor right now is the Oval. The San Lotano Oval. I just keep finding myself smoking that over and over and over.
Great.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Weird shape, weird feel in your mouth with that big one, though. I had that big 6x60 or whatever thing, and it's kind of weird.
I usually go for all. Yeah, I like the Robusto in that one. You don't get that so much.
Nadi, what about you?
I was trying to get past that one. My go-to cigar that I've picked up again recently, it's an oldie but a goodie, the Fuera Nicaragua Antonio. It's something that, I got off of for a year or two, and now I found myself just smoking those pretty regularly now.
Yeah.
But of the latest releases, I'd have to say the EP3 or Short Run.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that's especially in the Toro songs.
Yeah, it's fun to hear what different people are smoking because there's so many great smokes out there today. You know, to be a cigar smoker is a great thing because you get to try things that would blow your mind. You know.
I mean, if you ask me tomorrow, I'll probably have a different answer for you.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, it does. The cigar industry does change, but there are some that have stood the test of time, and those are like even like the CAO Gold or something like that. I'll find myself going back, and it's just something you can just keep going back to. That's why I think of that Oval too. I mean, that Oval is really it seems like it would have some staying power.
It tastes like a steak. I mean, how is that a bad thing? Wait.
And you don't gain weight from it.
No, you don't.
Exactly.
You don't. Well, let's take a question from the chat room. Satellite Cigar wants to know, how hard is it to balance the full-time jobs and the cigar business?
That has been a problem. We're both fortunate in that, being developers, we have a lot of time. Well, not a lot. We have time that we can sneak in our professional job to take care of things as we go. Nada does work from the house, so that gives her quite a bit of latitude. And then obviously we have nights that we can do things too. So I would say it's difficult, but we enjoy doing it so much that we don't really mind it.
Well, obviously working together is good for the marriage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it does help to have somebody to bounce stuff off of. If I was doing this alone, it would definitely be harder.
Yeah. What do you think, Mikey? You want to work with your wife?
No.
Now he's pleading the fifth. He's taking Nadi's line. I plead the fifth.
No, I say no. I'll come right out and say it. She's probably upstairs watching right now, and you'll hear her come down the steps pretty soon and throw a rolling pin at me or something.
Oh, boy.
That'd make a good show. What about you, Mike? Would you work with your wife? Yeah.
Would I? Absolutely.
Of course you would, you bastard.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Good answer.
Absolutely. I got the best wife in the world. So I
And how long ago did you get married?
2 months ago.
Talking to me in 10 years, buddy.
I'll be dead by then. I don't have to worry about it. Anyways, so let's see. What are some of the trials and tribulations you find out starting up a new business, starting from scratch and taking this adventure?
Well, obviously finding time to do everything that's involved, and there's a lot of stuff involved. I mean, there's licenses you got to apply for and get. There's, money you got to put up for things that you never expected, and
Storage for the cigars.
storage and distribution stuff. And it's just a lot more. It's turned out to be a lot more work than we ever expected it was going to be.
Yeah.
How hard is it to sell cigars? Well, it turns out it's actually pretty hard.
It's a lot easier to smoke them, but it's harder to sell them.
It is indeed easier, yeah. Yeah, and I have a feeling it's just starting, actually. I have a feeling it's going to get more complicated.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I agree with you. And FYI, everybody, you need to fight against the FDA. Otherwise, they're going to take all our rights away. And if you don't think so, just sit back and watch.
Yep, definitely.
I can see the letters rolling back in now. We'll be getting those letters in the emails again. Hey, you can't say that in the air.
Now, with your cigar, how when you first came up with the idea of coming up with your own cigar, how long did it take for you to go from basically the concept to actually the finished product?
We started this last summer.
Yeah.
We didn't really have anything. We didn't have it on the site. I mean, everything was finally available. End of November? I think end of November is when we finally got it up on a website to be able to sell. We wanted to get it out there for early access to people, without. We didn't have bands or boxes. We're just selling it as singles and 5-packs and bundles. While we were working on the rest of it, and we're now finally ready with the rest of it. So it's been 9 months probably.
Yeah, but to be fair, we did have the help. We can say this. We have a former Davidoff master blender who's been doing most of the blending work for us and just been throwing ideas out to us. So it's not that the two of us started from nothing.
Right. We had help here from experienced people,
Right.
so that helped a lot.
Okay.
If you had to do this from scratch, I'm sure it'd be a lot longer.
Right.
Now, what was that about the factory? No, wait, no.
That's the buzz in the chat room.
It's a factory in the Dominican.
They always want to know, no matter what you say, listen, we can't ask this question. They're like, yeah, but I want to know the answer to this question. No matter how you reword it, it's the same question, folks. We can't answer the question.
It'll be the same answer.
Yep,
no matter how you
there
ask.
you go.
That's right.
There you go.
Well, LOD's got a question. He goes, what's the vision you have for your business long term?
Oh, we'd love to be in stores nationwide. I mean, it would be awesome to be able to eventually just give up our full-time jobs and make a full-time go of selling our cigars in stores nationwide, meeting different cigar smokers and different store owners. That would be awesome.
If we could spend full time working in the cigar industry, I mean, that would be terrific.
Yeah.
If I didn't develop anymore, I'm sure I would still develop stuff for our business.
Right.
As much as I love writing computer software, I love cigars too, and if I can do them both together, even better. So yeah, full time on the cigar industry would be true.
Now, do you see your line increasing? Do you see more blends coming out in the near future, or is that long term down the road for you?
Well, I'm sure we'll have other blends eventually. I mean, obviously, we don't have anything in the stores yet. In the next couple of months, it'll take about 2 months probably.
Depending on how long it takes to get bands and boxes done.
So
But
one thing at a time here is what it comes down to. We'll have something shortly, and then we'll start looking at other stuff.
And if anybody's wondering, it's NadiCigars.com.
Yeah, we'll have a link on the site after the post goes up, so everybody can watch it. Who doesn't join us live can check it out later.
And I should mention at this point that we do have a special on the site. Right now, any 5-pack is $35, which is used to be the lowest price of any of our 5-packs. So you can get any size you want for $35 right now.
in fact, you can even mix and match since they're all the same price.
Yeah,
So.
We'll be flexible. Just tell us what you'd like.
I have to order them up and
Nice.
have to give those
Yeah.
a try. Yeah, Matt wants to know, is the website the only place they can get them right now?
Right now,
Right
yeah.
now, yes.
Okay.
We mentioned earlier that we have put an order into the printer. The bands are coming. We have sent graphics and everything to the box factory. The boxes are coming. We don't know how long it'll be, but in the next couple months, they'll be in some limited stores around the nation.
And we'll let our Twitter followers and Facebook followers know what those locations will be.
Yeah, as that happens.
Yeah. And speaking of our bands, I wanted to make sure we give props to David Jones on Twitter. I don't know if you guys follow
Tiki Bar, yep.
online. He did a beautiful job designing our bands for us. So just wanted to give him a shout out.
So thanks to David.
Yeah, we can't wait for everybody to see the great work he's done for us.
Nice. Yeah, we had David on the show.
Excellent.
And he,
It turns out his day job is as a designer, so he did that stuff for
yeah,
us.
and he never told us about that. So now he's not coming back on the show.
That's why they're bringing it up.
Must have been top secret. Another one of those secret
Yeah.
things we can't talk about.
Yeah, but you're getting a first scoop here.
Yeah, that's true.
That's very true. Well, Tad's got a question. He said for Nat, he wants to know, he hasn't seen all your videos, but have you reviewed your own cigar yet?
No, and when we first started the line, I decided I'm going to make a very distinct separation between my reviews and our cigar line. I mean, I don't think it would be fair to the other lines that I've reviewed, the other manufacturers out there, if I reviewed our own cigar. It wouldn't be fair, so I'm going to keep that separate.
That's good. I agree.
Do you just don't have a band?
See, you got fans.
You don't have the band there that you could show us or anything?
No.
I wish we did.
Yeah, we don't really actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Partly because, we have a crappy version of it printed off of our own inkjet printer, but that's just not going to do it justice.
No, not with the foil and the embossing that we're going to have.
Nice.
So, yeah.
It's going to look a lot different.
So if someone was to order the 5-pack today, it would come without the band?
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we'll have bands on cigars off the website probably in about 2 weeks. So
2 weeks?
Oh, wow.
Okay.
I don't know if that special will still be on in 2 weeks.
Pretty optimistic.
Yeah.
We can try that.
See, we're getting some
Yeah,
information.
yeah. We're drawing it out.
Pretty optimistic.
So tell everybody what you do besides smoking cigar. You both said you're into software, right? Software development, I believe.
Yep.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about that. It's not just a cigar show. We talk about everything.
Well, I work for a small family-owned company here in the Sarasota area where we're from, and it's I love working for small companies, and it's part of the reason of we're enjoying working as a small cigar company. I think it's just a lot more personal and it's a lot more fun that way. Get a lot more flexibility, and it keeps it interesting because you get to do a lot of different things. And it's if I get bored, I'm unhappy. This has definitely not been a boring venture.
No.
It's
Right.
learning a lot from it.
Now, do you do more development for PC, Mac, mobile?
Yeah, it's all Windows.net type stuff that I do. Yeah, so websites, whatever, whatever's needed. Developed a phone application, you dial up and you get the computerized voice on the other side, that kind of stuff.
Cool.
Nice.
Your turn.
I work for a small company based out of Florida, and I'm lucky enough I get to work from home. And we basically write our own software program and do installations online, not much travel or anything. So,
Yeah, but you get to work from home. You are lucky.
Cigars.
yeah.
Yeah, her humidor gets empty quicker than yours, I imagine, because she gets to work at home.
I'm sure. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, we usually go through 4 or 5 cigars a day during the week, and then on the weekends, it can be up to 10.
Just
So,
answer my next question.
Yeah.
There we go.
so we smoke a lot. Yeah, a box and a half a week each, and she probably does more because she's working at home.
Yeah, but I don't smoke as much as you on the weekends. I've never hit 10. I think 8 is my max there.
8 is your max?
8 is my max.
One
for
day?
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
Yeah, but I don't do it often.
That's
Depends on how long I'm awake, really.
Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah. That is true.
Oh, Natty, I believe I read somewhere, correct me if I'm wrong, but you like hookah.
No, I've
No.
never actually tried it myself.
Never done
You
it.
don't like hookah.
I've never tried it.
Oh, man, then I misread something somewhere.
That's fine.
Wow.
Well, there we go. Now we know you never tried it and you're not sure if you like it.
Show's over. Sorry.
Show's done. All right, that's all we had, folks. Hope you enjoyed the show.
Now, all right. In your cigar, which size do you prefer the best? And then along with that, which do you think promotes the flavor the best for somebody new to try your cigars? What would you suggest them to buy?
What's your favorite size?
My favorite size is the Toro, personally. It has a creamier, nuttier flavoring than some of the smaller sizes like the Robusto. I do like the Lancero, though, because it has those same creamy flavors, but some toastiness on top of that. So between the Toro and the Lancero.
And I'm more of a Corona guy. I tend to smoke Coronas as much as possible, and I like ours in the Corona the best as well.
Okay.
So, smaller cigars. I'm not a fan of the whole 6x60 trend. We do have a 6x60 in the line, but that's not the one we hand out as samples for people. We usually hand out the Toro because we think it's a very good cigar.
I'm a Toro and up kind of guy usually. I mean, there's now the Lancero. There's a lot of Lanceros that I've really started to enjoy. I mean, the flavor profile really comes out, but the little Coronas I usually don't go for just because of the strength of a lot of them really picks up. And I'm more of a mild to medium rather than full bodied. But Mike likes the bigger ring gauges too, I think.
Yeah, I do. I like a more full body cigar though. I want something to punch me in the face.
Yeah.
So
I found that the bigger ring gauges often don't have that same punch, though. If you want to punch, you need to go for something that's little. Personally, I think this is smaller cigars.
Yeah.
But I mean, everyone has their own opinion, and that's what's great about this.
sure, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I agree with you for the most part. I think there are a few out there, bigger ring gauges. The Quesada Tributo, that and the bigger ring gauge is very strong. The Airbender as well. But no, for the most part, you are right. The smaller ring gauge, you're most likely going to get more. I think you're going to get more at wrapper, but it depends on what the blend is as well, So
Yeah. I mean, if you want to say, obviously the Digger is a crazy strong,
yeah. Or the Chrome Magnum. I love that's another good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. There's a lot of new people coming out with cigars, and I'll tell you, it's enjoyable to get them on the show because I find when I go out to like B&Ms, there's a lot of people. You start saying names, and they're like, "I never heard of them." They're so used to the online, to the the big names, the names that have been around for a long time, and it's hard being a smaller company such as yourself, someone new starting out, that people really don't get to enjoy these fine blends that are out there. Are you guys going to go to any events, or are you going to do special events at maybe some B&M so people can get out, meet you, and try your cigar?
We definitely want to do events with B&M, so we introduce our cigars to B&M, so hopefully they'll be receptive to that.
And you're right, it is difficult, to keep track of all the new releases. There are a lot of them. I mean, that's the best part about the cigar industry right now. I think there's so many choices, and we love events. We go to events all the time. We were just at the Great Smoke. We did the Big Smoke last year. We're doing it again this year. And if we can do it from the other side of the table, then I think it'll be just as fun.
Yeah.
Gary said about IPCPR next year in 2013. Are you planning anything?
That is a definite possibility. We even talked about it for this year, but I think it's probably a little quick for us this year. But I would say definitely next year. Yeah.
Now, will you do well? I guess until you get your cigars at the catalog places, you probably won't do the events up here in Pennsylvania, like Cigar Fest, Cigar Expo, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
They said we're not going where it's cold. It's warm here.
Well, I'm from where it's
you
cold up
guys.
there. I've been to Pennsylvania. I don't need to go back.
Exactly.
We'll happily travel. We'll happily travel to colder climates for events. It just depends on, qualifications.
Right.
stores and different sorts of events, things like that.
I always laugh at people when they say they're coming to
That sounds,
Pennsylvania to visit. It's like, why?
Oh, because it's the best place to visit. I would
Well,
want to
yeah.
live there, but it's a great place to visit. It's beautiful.
I wouldn't call it the best place to visit either, but okay.
Oh, it's beautiful. I'm like I said, I'm from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania originally, and it's just so beautiful there. If you're an outside person,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you like to hike and bike and camp, and I mean, where else can you do that kind of thing in the Appalachian Mountains like that? It's just gorgeous.
It is. Oh, yeah, up
I
in
love
that
it.
area, it is.
But I'm
Yeah,
glad I don't live there.
yeah, it's great up in that area.
Right?
It's great up in that area,
Oh, yeah,
but
definitely.
down where I am, there's just nothing. It's
There's too many banjos.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
But hey,
see.
you're closer to Baltimore, and definitely things happen there. So,
Yeah.
Well, that's actually I can get down to the humidor
Matt's got
about as quick as I can over to Lancaster. For I don't know if you've ever went to the Humidor Cigar Shop down in Cockeysville, Maryland. I don't know if you ever went there when you were living around here or not.
Which
They
place is that?
have they have Smoke on the Water every year down at Inner Harbor.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We haven't been there.
We haven't made that one yet.
It's a nice
Okay.
shop.
Yeah. You remember what was the name of the place?
Which one?
I don't know. When I lived in the area, my usual place, my usual haunt was Boswell's. They're a pipe and cigar shop there in Chambersburg, and they do a terrific job in their blending pipe tobacco. So I went in there a lot, and they had a good selection of cigars also.
Yeah,
There's my home store in Pennsylvania.
never been to that one. I might have to look it up.
Main Street in Chambersburg, can't miss them.
There you go.
Go ahead, Mike. You were gonna.
Let's take a question from Melody. He wants to know, who are your inspirations in the cigar business?
Inspiration.
Oh, goodness.
You better first say your wife.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah, this one right here.
Yeah, boy.
Well, we have. I mean, obviously, she reviews cigars, and so we have some inspirations of people, from reviewers. You watch enough reviewers, you start to try to emulate some of the things that you see there.
And we've met a lot of, we did a lot of events. We've met a lot of very personality-wise inspiring people who, basically just started it up on a dream that, something that they wanted to do. And it's great to see, people like that out there. And, we look to...
Well, I don't know if I have a specific person necessarily, but we definitely beg, borrow, and steal from everybody who we think is doing something cool.
Yeah.
For example, we got our online-only idea to start with from Cro-Magnon.
Yeah.
We figure if they can do it as an online-only, just do promotion with social media, we can do that too for a while until we get into B&M.
Right.
So, and it's worked out pretty well for us. Yeah, we do good sales online. We're getting a lot of good feedback on Twitter, and where people are writing reviews about the cigar. It's worked out very well.
You find it very hard. You're working full-time jobs, and then you come home and you got a list of people who are saying, okay, I want X, Y, and Z, and you got to get it packaged. You got to get it together. You got to go ship it. You got to box it. Being just the two of you find it very hard.
I kind of enjoy that aspect of it. There's
Yeah.
something very cathartic for me about pulling cigars off the shelves and packaging them and shipping them out. That sounds crazy, but I like that.
Well, she does work from home, so it's not a big deal to run some packages over to the post office each day.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
So it works out okay. And, we have a lot of spare time at night, which is why we wanted to do something to begin with. So it works out fine. For the most part, we sit here at night, we smoke cigars, and we talk about cigars, and we read about cigars, and it's all about cigars. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, that's
good.
nice.
Sounds
Yeah.
like you know exactly what you want and what you're going to do, so I wish you all the success.
Thank you.
Oh,
Take a question from the chat room, Mike.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Stop just sitting.
Tank asked, do you have a favorite blender in the industry other than your own?
Other than that place we
Yeah.
can't talk about.
Yeah.
I tend to smoke a lot of pepin stuff, so I guess I'd probably list him as my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I like the peppery. Like I mentioned, I like peppery cigars, and he's the master of that, I think. So, but we have talked about the Desert Island cigar at some point. You know, if you had to pick one blend, start with, or one brand, and I picked La Flor Dominicana for that because I think they've got everything from mild to strong and a wide flavor spectrum. If I had to pick one particular brand, I'd probably go to the Bella Tree.
I think for me, my favorite blender would be Jose Blanco. I like a lot of what he's done, and
He'll be on the show in 2 weeks.
Great.
Yes. Let's see. Matt wants to know what made you interested in making the jump from smoking cigars to having your own.
You know, what happened there was this was not actually our original idea. The original idea was we wanted to open a cigar bar. And we figured, 10 years from now, when we're ready to do that, we should have some contacts in the industry so that we can, we should know the reps.
Right.
We should know people in the industry. And as we met people, and from going to when we go to so many events, as we met people at events, and we just became friends with so many of them, the goal changed is what happened. We came across this opportunity, and we had to take it. Is what it came down to. I mean, we may still eventually do a cigar shop sometime in the future. I don't think that's been ruled out, but this is definitely taking up our time until then.
Now, how hard was it for you to get in the industry? Get in there and actually get a cigar made for you, blended, everything else.
But we're pretty fortunate with that we had somebody who and who we can't mention.
Yep.
Who helped.
That's okay.
The one who's
Yeah.
They had something.
Mystery man.
Put us under their wing and helped us, and so it was actually not hard at all for us. If you know the right person, I guess is what it comes down to.
Yeah, he who cannot be named is damn good at what he does. So.
Yes.
Someday he'll be named, correct? Right?
I don't know.
Someday the big secret? No? Okay. Well, listen, do you both have a favorite size in your line that you like the best?
Oh.
Already asked that. Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, she liked the Toro, and he liked the Corona.
Oh, yeah, you did. That's right. She's a Toro. He's Corona.
Have you been paying attention to this show, Mike?
Yeah, listen. This isn't soda in here, so forgive me. It's a late night. I had a bad day.
Oh, my. Oh, LOD, who are your inspirations? Oh, we already asked Jose Blanco. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, see?
Wow.
Now you're busting my cannolis. You asked a question I just asked 2
this
seconds ago.
is not water. Wow.
Oh.
Man.
Well, is there anything that we didn't hit on that you would like to talk about?
Yeah, I guess the big thing we wanted to mention tonight, as we've already talked about, is the fact that we're going to be in the B&M very shortly, and that's very exciting for us. And hopefully you guys can all contact one of these B&Ms and have them and try some. Because I know a lot of people, we get a lot of questions from people about where can I buy it.
Right.
And
Yep.
some people don't want to buy online, and I understand that. There's kind of a stigma in some circles against buying online, even if it is from the manufacturer.
Right.
So it'll be nice to have them in a store that you can go to and pick one up and try.
Now, will you have a list of those on your website once you start getting them out?
Absolutely. Definitely.
Yes.
Okay, so there you go, everybody. You can keep checking their website if you want to buy it at a brick and mortar, and they'll have it updated as soon as they have them out there.
It'll be a couple of months, but yeah.
Yeah, I noticed when you click the shop Nadi Cigars, it takes you to Sunkissed Smokes.
Yeah, we did that because we were trying to keep the two businesses separate. I'm not sure that was necessary,
yeah.
but the idea was that if we eventually want to carry lighters and cutters and the other accessories and things like that, it's not necessarily associated with Nadi Cigars. I don't know. That was an early on thing where we weren't really sure what direction we were going with it, but rest assured that is us.
Yeah.
Well, that brought up a question I was going to ask. I was going to ask if you're going to have any T-shirts or cutters or lighters or anything like that to go along with your cigars.
You guess you have got to have swag, right?
Yeah.
Gotta
we'll
have swag.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Who wants to go to an event and might get a a hat or a lighter or a T-shirt or something like that? We'll take care of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. You can get
I
swag
have to
too.
try the 6x65 pack.
What's that?
I said I think I'm gonna have to try the 6x65 pack.
Oh, you look.
If you guys get a chance, go over and check out their website.
He's ordering right now. Look at that. You might have an order come through right when we're on the air.
Yeah. Oh, we got it over.
I'm just checking it out while you're talking. I'm like,
Yes, I checked it out earlier.
I haven't tried
I like the Genghis Khan. I mean the Perfecto shape. I just think that looks so cool. And if they're rolled right, they can hold an ash
Yeah.
till the end almost.
Yes.
Yeah, on our Facebook page, we actually have pictures of the Perfectos and how a lot of them just ash right down to the nub, and you can still see the shape of the Perfecto in the ash.
It's absolutely amazing construction.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm weird, but I just think that is so cool to see when you get an ash that long on a cigar. It's just, I'm a geek. I can't help it.
he is.
Yeah. I mean, as a cigar geek, you got to appreciate a cigar like that too. It's so difficult to roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's not many of them out there, and just to have something in that shape and size is always fun.
Well, see, Tank wants to know: do you have a favorite South Florida B&M? He's in West Palm Beach.
We haven't been to a whole lot of places down there. Smoking. We've hit that. We've hit a couple of their stores here and there.
And Smoke on the Water.
Smoke on the Water. We go there quite a bit. That's probably the one. If we're in that area, Weston, that's where we'll go.
Oh, there's actually a cigar place called Smoke on the Water down there.
Yeah.
That's actually a cool name.
Well, no, that's
It's a cool
well, that's the
spot.
event that the Humidor has down at Inner Harbor in Baltimore. It's called Smoke on the Water. That's
Right. Yeah. Smoke on the Water's got this awesome porch, full bar. They have an incredibly well-stocked humidor. It's great. It's a great place to hang out.
cool.
We also in the Miami area, we've been to Cuban Crafters here and there. That's a nice little spot too.
Yeah.
There you go, Tank. You'll have to drive a little bit to meet up with them someday.
There you go.
Oh, we'll have Abel in about a month.
Well, Nanny, how do you feel being a female in the cigar industry? As we all know, it's kind of tough, unfortunately. But what's your impression of it? Do you see that people are more open now to seeing women smoking in cigar places, or?
I definitely get a lot of attention for smoking cigars. A lot of, people I don't know approach me and talk to me, oh my God, you're smoking a cigar. I'd never smoked anything that dark, or you just this impression, or things like that. But as far as in B&Ms, people are great. Every once in a while at an event, I'll get the rep steering me towards like a Connecticut, or you want so we have flavored cigars over here, and I'm like, no. but other than that rare experience, for the most part, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. That's a shame that's the faux pas. Everybody's like, "Oh, you want a flavored cigar?"
Yeah.
It's just it's just not right.
Yeah.
I mean, the other thing that happens to her a lot is the rep will talk to me and not to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just assuming that she's along just to
Right.
hang out.
Yeah.
And then they're surprised when she buys a box also.
It's pretty much like that if you go to like Home Depot or a Lowe's too, isn't it? If a guy and a girl walks in, they always go to the guy.
But in that case, that was a good idea.
I'm like, listen, talk to the boss. I don't know what she got me here for.
I think it depends on what you're looking at Home Depot. And Lowe's. If they're buying curtains, they go for the girl, right?
Now, what about with your cigar reviews? Do you notice anything with being a female with your reviews compared to all the guys out there?
I probably get some comments on my reviews that some guys wouldn't get. But I mean, again, I think people are open to it. I've gotten a lot of great followers out there. A lot of people who are very inspiring in their comments and who listen to what I say when I talk about cigars. And it's nice. It's nice to have people listen to something you're saying and put stock in it, even though you're a woman.
there are some idiots.
Yeah, you probably don't get the comments about how your long hair is awful and you should cut it and everything else. Yeah. Yeah.
I haven't gotten that one yet.
Why don't you tell everybody where they can check out your reviews, Nadi?
They can check out my reviews at cigargirlfl.wordpress.com, and I also have another YouTube channel for Smoking Cigar Girl, so either of those places will work.
There you go. Make sure you go and check her out, guys and girls, if you have any girls in the chat room.
Explain the difference between those.
It's a long.
That's all right. Still got plenty of time.
Go
Go ahead.
Okay, well, the Smoking Cigar Girl channel is actually sponsored by a local Tampa cigar shop. So I do the reviews through them, and recently I was inspired to do my own video reviews, and have been doing them on the Cigar Girl FL side of things. So
Cool.
Where she can pick whatever she wants to smoke, as opposed to pick what they're selling.
What they're selling, yeah.
That's
Right.
what it is.
Right. Now, which shop is
Tabs
that?
it-
Go ahead, tell us which shop that is that you do the reviews.
cheaphumidors.com.
There you go. Dad says her reviews are very professional.
Thank you.
You get 2 thumbs up from Chad. Chad.
Chad.
Yeah, there's a fun game people play where they try to spot the cat in the review.
Oh, gosh, yeah. Well, we have 4 cats, and I can't tell them to keep it quiet while I'm talking on the camera there. So they have, they're like jumping all over things, and there was one where it looked like they were walking into the back of my head at some angle, and I was just like, I don't even notice it until it's online.
Just wanted to comment on the very professional.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Well, let everybody know where they can get in touch with you on Twitter, your website. Give them all that information so all our followers can get over there and get in touch with you guys.
On Twitter, we're at Nadi Cigars, so Nadi Cigars. And we're on Facebook as well under the same name, Nadi Cigars. I follow our page there. We always post specials on both Facebook and Twitter.
And Google Plus.
And Google Plus at Nadi Cigars. And our website is www.nadicigars.com. Try to keep it easy.
There you go, guys. So make sure you follow them, you check them out, and also support them.
All right. Yep.
Well, anything else you guys want to talk about before we wrap up? See how fast the time flies?
That was
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah, that was fast. Yeah.
Just like that. And it's still sunny there. It's pitch black here.
The sun is you're almost gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
It is still.
I think in the 80s though. So
I have my heater on behind me, by the way.
Yeah, me too. I'm in long sleeves
Yeah.
inside.
Yeah.
oh man. I thought it was a mild winter up there. Aren't you guys warmer than
No,
that?
it was a mild winter, and then all of a sudden it got to be a cold spring.
Yeah,
Oh, that sucks.
it definitely did. Yeah, it was definitely a
We
mild
had-
winter up here.
Well, at least you can smoke inside, so that's okay.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's better than a lot of people up here that have to go outside to smoke or something, and yeah.
Yeah.
But any other questions
That is
in the
very
chat room? Go ahead, Mike.
Nope.
I don't have any.
I see someone said take 23. That does happen.
There's a lot of outtakes.
Oh, God, yeah.
It'd be funny to have her post a bunch of funny outtakes sometime.
They go straight into the garbage can when I'm done recording.
You're having fun. If you're not having fun,
Yep.
don't do it because it's not worth doing it then.
Yep.
Have fun. That's all that matters. Well, listen, I want to take a moment and thank both of you for taking the time out. We know it was short notice.
Yeah.
We really appreciate you taking the time out and coming on our show. It means a lot to us. Anything we can do for you, don't hesitate to ask. We wish you nothing but success, and we hope to have you back when something new breaks.
All right, guys.
Thank you so much
Thanks.
for having
Thanks. Yep, we've had a lot of fun. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Well, we'll be talking to you guys soon then.
All right.
All right. Thanks, guys. Have a
Take
good
care.
evening now.
All right. You too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Whoops. I was a little slow on that. Sorry. Yeah, my switching skills got lax in the off time, I guess. Actually, it wasn't much off time, but anyway, I'm here by myself now. And I want to, before I pull Mike back in here, I'll say thank you to both East Coast Cigar and Rodrigo Cigars for sponsoring us to be ad-free on the show. It is greatly, greatly appreciated, and I'm sure all of our viewers appreciate it a lot also. So Mike's back.
All right. Yeah, definitely. I want to thank them. They re-up. So East Coast Cigars and Rodrigo's will continue to bring the show to you ad-free. And we do have 2 giveaways left from the anniversary show. So right now, we're each going to pick a number. Mike's going to pick a number. I'm going to pick a number. And that'll be the last 2 packages that I have to ship out. Again, everybody in the chat room, if you haven't gotten your stuff yet that we have here, the number. Those packages, half of them went out today. The other half's going out tomorrow. So you should have everything by next Friday. Please let me know when you get it so I know that everybody got everything, especially the stuff from the manufacturers. We want to make sure everybody gets their product. I hope you all enjoy your product. And now we have to pick a number 1 through 16. And I'm going to go first, Mikey. I'm going to pick number 3. Number 3 for me, Matt.
Drum roll. I can't do a drum roll.
And the winner is...
I just can't do that.
Go ahead, Mike. Pick a number.
Oh. You guys aren't supposed to pick a number in the chat.
Yeah, they're picking numbers. They're like, I picked number 9.
And guess who number 9 is? LOD.
Matt, BD Cigar Smoker, you won. Send me your Addy, please.
All right. And I am going to pick lucky number 13.
Ooh, lucky number 13.
And I have no clue what numbers Matt associated with who, so.
Yeah, we didn't look at it, so we don't know who won.
That's why we're in anticipation just like everybody else.
Dun, 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 dun. And I want to thank all the manufacturers once again on our anniversary show. Officer Paul, congrats, Officer Paul. I want to thank all the manufacturers, and one of them's in the chat room, Gary from Emilio Cigars. You guys made our anniversary show one of the best shows we had. I know all our viewers appreciate all the support that you guys gave us, and it really meant a lot to us. So we want to thank all of you as well. And I'll tell you, these packages were pretty badass, especially, I got to say, that Tatawahe ashtrays that John and Tad won. Took all I had to package them up and send them out. Those were some badass ashtrays. That's all I'm going to tell you. So thanks again, everybody, for supporting us. We appreciate it. Thanks for taking time out tonight. And that's pretty much all. Yep. Next show is, when's the next show,
I
Mike?
have no clue. It's like 2 weeks from now.
Jesus.
What is it? April 26th.
It's exactly 2 weeks.
April 26th.
Yeah, 2 weeks from tonight at 7. No, not from tonight. 2 weeks from Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
2 weeks from Saturday,
right.
7 at 1 p.m., we will have Jose Blanco. So that's 2 weeks from Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern. Jose Blanco.
So, it's
make sure you guys join
April
us.
April 28th at 1 p.m.
Giddy up.
Will be the show. And
all right, folks.
Should be good.
That's all I got. Hoorah. I'm out.
Yep.
Have a good night. Talk to you
soon. See you
later.